Phillies, Brewers, Milwaukee in the postseason for the first time since 1982. Philly back-to-back playoff appearances for the first time since the early 80s. So the last time the Brewers were in the playoffs, Ryan Braun, Prince Fielder, weren't even born yet. In the first, Braun, who has since been born, strikes out against Cole Hamels, 1-2-3 in the first. Now, during the second, we have some weather issues. Let's check the Doppler radar here, right? Listen to the conversation between the grounds crew at Phillies and Dana Demuth during the second.
It could go either way at this point in time. We could stay like this, or she could start dumping.
All right, well, let's give it a shot. I mean, if it could be either way, I'm staying with it.
That's right. Baseball players aren't namby-pamby guys. They'll play in a little rain, so we go on, right? Hamels lays down a bunt in the third. Bill Hall looks to second, bobbled it, throws it to first for 2 weeks, drops it, 2 defensive miscues in 1 play. Weeks charged with an error. He had 15 during the regular season. That led all second basemen in the National League. So we got runners on first and second, Giovanni Gallardo. Then with 2 away, Chase Utley. Mike Cameron's out there, and that was not quite Gold Glove quality from Cameron. The ball off his glove, it drops. Carlos Ruiz, Hamels score 2-0 Phils. Then with the bases loaded, 2 out, Shane Victorino. Gallardo making just his second start since May 1st, tore up his knee. Remember, Pedro Feliz would fly out to end the inning, but Utley would come in to score on that one. So we get a crooked number up in the third for the Phillies, 3-0. Top 6, Hamels in a bit of a jam. Brewers, runners on first and second. Hamels strikes out Bill Hall. And then Ryan Braun, who, as you know, was not born the last time the Brewers were in the playoffs. Hamels still pitching the shutout, as that's a pop-out. Lost his perfect game after 4 2/3 inning in this one. Hamels making quick work of the Brewers in the 7th. Prince Fielder grounds to first. Nice pick to Ryan Howard. But we have considerable LBs at first base in this series right there, Fielder and Howard. J.J. Hardy grounds to third. Feliz, excellent. Across the diamond. Then Corey Hart, who had that crew first hit in the 5th, pops out to center. That will end the frame. Hamels had to chuck it up there 5 times in the 7th inning. Quality at bat. See a lot of pitches. Hamels, 8 innings in this one. Nothing but goose eggs. In the 9th, Brad Lidge comes in. Didn't blow a single save during the regular season, facing Braun with a runner on. Liner to right field. It's fair. It's not gone, but it is fair. Ray Durham goes to third. On the relay throw back to the infield, look at Chase Utley. Bobbles the ball, falls down. That allows Durham to score. Error on Utley. Braun the double. Brewers down 3-1. Prince Fielder full count. That's strike 3. 2 we got. 2 batters later. Runners on second and third, and Lidge to Corey Hart, and he gets him. 35 pitches for Lidge to get out of this baby, but it is a victory. Phillies take it 3-1. Game 1 winners are 23-3 all-time in NLDS series. It was all Hamels' day. 8 shutout innings, 2 hits. Missed by 2 outs, the longest no-hit bid in Phillies history, postseason. Missed by 1 strikeout, tying Curt Schilling and Steve Carlton's single-game record in the postseason of 10. As for Brewer hitting, it took 26 years and 21 batters to get from Charlie Moore's base knock in the 7th inning of Game 7 of the 82 series to Corey Hart's single in the 5th.
Really a great part of the series so far for the Phils. Brett Myers, as you can see in the first inning, he tends to have issues. And he would in Game 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Myers walks J.J. Hardy. It's 1-0 Milwaukee. However, the next batter, Corey Hart. And Myers gets out of it, and it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Out of the jam, just 1 run. CC Sabathia makes his 4th consecutive start on 3 days rest. Look at the amount of pitches he has thrown. How about 335 pitches in the last 12 days? Bottom 2, Pedro Feliz. It's fair. Here comes Jason Worth. Sabathia has pushed his yearly innings total to 253. That's more than any pitcher since Livan Hernandez tossed 255 in 04. Meanwhile, check out Brett Myers. Not a good hitting pitcher, but making Sabathia work. Over and over again, we mentioned the amount of pitches Sabathia has thrown in the last 12 days. Did not want that. And Myers gets the walk. The fans were great during that at-bat. They almost willed Myers to first. So here comes Shane Victorino. Hawaiian punch. 4-run homer. That's a grand slam. And the Phillies take a 5-1 lead. Did Myers at bat contribute to that? There it is, Victorino. It is gone. The Phillies, by the way, 74 home runs against left-handers this year. They did very well against left-handers during the regular season. They didn't see Sabathia, and they hit him as well in Game 2. Meanwhile, 5-1 game, Chase Utley. And And that is it. Dale Swaim has seen enough. Sabathia is pulled 3 2/3. 6 hits, 5 earned, 4 walks, 98 pitches. Mitch Stetter keeps Milwaukee in the game. The Frisbee curveball called a strike. It remains 5-1 Phillies. Ryan Howard goes down. 7+ strong for Myers. 2 good starting pitching efforts for the Phillies. Hamels and Myers. See if Ryan Madsen can close things out, but here comes Ryan Braun with the hit. Charlie Manuel bring in Brad Lidge maybe for a 4-out save. No, J.C. Romero comes in to face Prince Fielder. Good call. Romero breaks Fielder's bat. That's an easy out. It stays 5-2. To the 9th, Game 1, Lidge probably had his C+, B- game. In Game 2, he had his A game. The Brewers are not heading in this series. 3 hits in Game 1, 4 hits in Game 2. The Phillies hold serve, and they win Game 1 and Game 2 at home. Game 3, Saturday in Milwaukee, 6:30 Eastern Time. It's Busch against Moyer. The Phillies serve up that refreshing glass of Hawaiian Punch and more good pitching, and they're 1 win away from moving on to the NLCS.
He started the first trailing 1-0 already. J.J. Hardy, base hit. Brewers up 2-0. Hardy 3 for 4 with an RBI, and Moyer not digging the start. Dave Busch, though, pitched out of trouble all game. Top second, Brewers up 2-0. 2 out. Runner on second for Pedro Feliz. Busch gets him to pop out at the end of the inning, so he gets out of a tight spot there. He kept allowing leadoff hitters to get on. Top third, 2 out, runner on second for Jason Worth, and Busch gets him with the curveball. He's out of another jam. Top 4, still 2-0. 2 out, runner on second for Shane Victorino. Well hit, but Hardy's there. Busch out of trouble for the 3rd consecutive inning. 5 1/3, 1 run for Busch. Bottom third, Brewers up 2-0. Corey Hart with a runner on first. Base hit for Hart. Worth comes up throwing behind Hart, who got a little aggressive on his turn, and he nailed him. Heads up play by Worth, and the Phillies defense keeping them in the game. Top 6 now. Phillies down 3-0. Worth at the plate now. And that's well hit. Hart going to do all he can to get to it into the wall, but when he comes down, he doesn't have the ball. And Worth all the way around in with a triple. Taking another look at it. Hart appears to make the catch, but as you see, the ball popped out. Philly would score later on a Ryan Howard ground out. So we go bottom 7. Now Brewers up 3-1. Runners on the corners. They could use a little insurance, and like a good neighbor, Jason Kendall is there. Base hit. Hardy coming in to score. The Brewers go up 4-1. Top 9 now. Milwaukee trying to protect that 4-1 lead. Tense moment with Solomon Torres on the mound. Facing Pedro Feliz. Over to third. Bill Hall goes to second to try to turn the 5-4-3 double play. Dale Swaim will come out to discuss that play. Shane Victorino, that wasn't exactly a slide. That was more like a cross body block. So he's called for interference. Ryan Howard would go back to third, and the score would remain 4-1. Next batter is Carlos Ruiz. And Ruiz going right back to Torres. And that'll do it. Brewers survive a 9th inning scare. They hold on to win it 4-1. Utley, Howard, and Burrow for the Phillies, now 4 for 28 in the series. Their offense hadn't been dominant in the first 2 games, but they got by on pitching. Now, Charlie Manuel says he's concerned about his team's productivity, but isn't sure what he can do about it at this point in the season. Brewers live to play another day, Sunday to be exact. They'll turn to Jeff Suppan for Game 4 against Philadelphia's Joe Blanton to try to force
Sunday Game 4 from Miller Park. They're on their feet. Why? They're applauding the Commissioner of Baseball, Bud Selig, throwing out the first pitch. Obviously, longtime owner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Jimmy Rollins, first at bat, and fans will not be standing for this. They'll be going, oh! Rollins leads off the game with a home run off Jeff Suppan. Phillies take an early 1-zip lead. Top 3, same score. Ryan Howard coming to bat. Runner on third. We got 2 away. Well, I'm not sure what kind of strategy that is. That may be just you're scared. They put him on to pitch to Pat Burrell, who in his career 10 of 22, 3 homers against Suppan. Thundersticks going, so maybe the telepathic communication is not good. Let's get timeout. Suppan, Jason Kendall going to talk this over. How are we going to pitch to Burrell? Carefully. He's got a big bat, and not careful enough. A 3-run shot. Philly up 4-zip on the clutch hit. Let's take a look at what happened. Kendall sets up and in. Suppan just leaves it right in the heart of the plate. Burrell makes him pay. That's in the people. Next batter, red hot, Jason Worth. Same thing. Launches that one. Solo shot. Phils go back to back. 5-0 in favor of the Fightins. Joe Blanton, that would be enough for him, right? First start in the postseason. CC Sabathia pitch hitting. Hitting .229, but didn't pinch hit very well there. Craig Counsell goes down. 6 strikeouts through 5 for Blanton in the 7th. About the only ding this kid had all day. Prince fielder Gibson. First Brewer postseason home run since Ben Oglivie. Benji, Game 7, 82 World Series. Blanton, 6 innings pitched, gave up just the 1 run. Is 5-1 there. Top 8, still 5-1. Burrell again didn't get careful with him. Yamamoto with a homer. Moto, oh my goodness, gives up the homer to Burrell, his 2nd of the game. It's 6-1, and now Brad Lidge. Perfect in the regular season, closing them out in save situations. Saves in the first 2 games, and here not a save situation, but it is a win the division series situation. Jason Kendall grounds out to Rollins, and the Phillies win at 6-2. Oh, happy day, and now just 8 wins from oh, happy lifetime. Phillies, their first postseason win since taking the 93 NLCS from Atlanta. Set a team record for homers in a playoff game with 4. Burrell joins Lenny Dykstra as the only other Fightin with a multi-homer postseason game. In all, they had 17 extra base hits in the series. The Crew just 4. They batted a meager .206 in the 4 games. Charles Fuca Manuel on the brilliance of keeping Pat's bat in the lineup.